What's up, guys? This is Ty Zen again. In this video, guys, I want to show you guys how to convert the Ethereum or the ethers that you have into Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency using a website called shapeshift.com. What you will need to do is go to this website called shapeshift.io, and this is their default page. When you get here, click on this and select Ether. It'll give you a warning that this can be very dangerous because the Ethereum blockchain just got started and they just got released. So they're giving you a warning here, and it takes a long time to confirm, about 3 hours. Okay, go ahead and select OK. Even though they say it takes 3 hours, it actually takes way less time than that. Shapeshift is just trying to protect their own butt and give themselves a little bit more time. But in all the transactions I've done so far, it has only taken just a few minutes. Now, I want to convert the ethers into another cryptocurrency, so whichever cryptocurrency I want to select, I just come over here and select it. I can convert it to NXT, I can convert it to Dogecoin. In this particular tutorial, I will convert it to Bitcoin only. So there it is right there. After you finish this step, the next thing you want to do is fill out the return address. In case something goes wrong and Shapeshift needs to return the ethers back to you, they want to know where to send it. So you need to come in here to where you originally created your wallet account, and this is the wallet that I did in the example from video 1. Okay, so or previously earlier in this video series, so depending on which one you guys are watching. But come back over here and copy this address and come back to Shapeshift and paste in the address right there. So in case something happens, they will Shapeshift will know where to send the leftover ethers or the ethers that they're not able to do over here. Now, the next thing you need to do is specify the amount that you are looking to convert into Bitcoin. So we need to come over here and we need to go through a few steps here real quick. To select the upload your wallet file, I'm going to upload the pre-sale wallet file, or the Ethereum IPO Ether files, right? So I select this and I grab the JSON file that was here, that was sent to me when I first purchased the IPO, Ethereum IPOs, and you'll notice that it loaded it up here and with the JSON file. Now I need to go over to my password manager, grab the password and type it into here, and give it a moment so that it can crunch the password. But let me try it again. Maybe it's because I had the wrong password, possibly. Okay, what happened was I copied into the wrong password there, guys. So there it is. I put in the correct password now, and I hit decrypt, and you'll notice that the wallet was successfully decrypted again, and this is probably about the 6th, 7th time that I've decrypted this wallet. And you will notice here that the balance in there is 849 ethers. It's worth 2,000 US dollars and 1,900 euros, and it's worth 5.7 bitcoins at the moment. So what I like to do is I like to grab that amount, copy it, and come over here to Shapeshift, and notice how we need a payment address. This payment address is the Bitcoin address that I want Shapeshift to send the Bitcoins to when they are finished with the conversion. So I go into my Coinbase account, and once I log into Coinbase, you'll notice at the top up here it will say wallet address. When I select that, this address will come up. I need to copy that, close it out, and then come back here and type in the payment address right there. Now, if you'll notice something, guys, you can use any Bitcoin wallet service. I just choose to use the Coinbase wallet simply because it's easy, and that's what I use when it's a temporary transfer. And type it in here. Now, if you'll notice, it says that the deposit limit is 396 ethers, and obviously we have much more than that I need to convert. But I'm going to type it in and see what they say. It says here the deposit amount required to fill the request is greater than the deposit limit of 792, right? So that's 5.3 something bitcoins. right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back here and just convert this into 5 Bitcoins, right? And it says here that once you type in this 5, it gives you the numbers here, your rate and everything. Now, if you guys notice, if I type in it with a decimal earlier, I think it was because of the decimal, it prevented see, it's crunching right there. So I'm just going to put 5 just for practice right here, guys. And I am going to hit I agree and click start. And what you guys will notice is it's going to crunch it, and it says here that I have 10 minutes. If I want that price that they showed me there, I will have to send 735 ethers right there to this address right there. So I'm going to copy that number and go back to my wallet here and paste it into the amount right there. And then I'm going to come back to Shapeshift, grab the deposit address for the ethers, copy and paste that into the address up here. And the one thing I like about my Ether wallet is that it tells you if the address is good or not. And in this particular case it is. There's the amount, right? And I'm going to go ahead and hit generate. And you guys will see the raw transaction and the signed transaction here. And you will need to select send transaction right there. It's going to ask to confirm, are you sure you want to send 735 ethers to this address? And I'm going to hit yes. Now, I want you guys to notice how fast this all happens, okay? I just sent the transaction. There's the transaction ID. I'm going to copy that, go and look in the blockchain explorer here and hit search and see what it looks like. So there it is. So from, and there it is right there. And there's the transaction of 735 ethers. Then I go back to Shapeshift, and you guys will notice that it went from a green status bar over here to awaiting exchange status bar. And if you guys will notice this, I'm going to go check in my Coinbase and refresh this Coinbase account. So Shapeshift is indicating here, guys, that they have received the 735 ethers. The Shapeshift is now in progress. Stand by. And if we click on here, it will actually take us to a deposit address, and it will show us all the information that we need. Okay, so it just showed green, so let's go back over to here, and so it shows that it's complete. And if I go check on the Coinbase here, let me reload this. As you guys can see, the 5 Bitcoins have shown up in my Coinbase account. So there it is, guys. That's how you can easily convert your Ethereum into Bitcoin. And then obviously once you get here to the Bitcoin, you can do whatever you want with it. Okay. So now if we go back to my my Ether wallet account again, guys, you will see that after the transfer there are only 113 ethers left. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to see if I can transfer the rest of it and be done with this account and empty out this account completely. So I go back to Shapeshift, and let's refresh this and do this a second time, guys. We'll convert. I am going to put the specific amount in here. And if you guys can see, we need to come over here and grab our Ether address again that we created earlier in case something goes wrong and they need to send it. There it goes. and then I'm going to go back to my Coinbase wallet and grab that wallet address again right here. You'll notice that this is a different wallet address because the way that Coinbase works is that they change their address every time you want to deposit. So it's always going to be a different one. So I'm going to select I agree, and then I select start. And so what it's saying here is that in the next few minutes, if I want to send that, I need to send this many ethers to this address. So I'm going to copy that amount again, go back to my wallet, type that in, and then come over here to Shapeshift and copy this address so that I'll know where to send it to. And I'm going to highlight this, paste it in there. And so there it is. I'm going to select generate transaction. So it's saying here that I don't have enough to make this transaction. So what I'm going to do is going to reduce this amount by just a hair, just to make sure. So it says right here, click here to transfer total available balance. So there it is right there. Here's something that I don't know what's going to happen, guys, but I'm going to try it anyway, just so that we can all learn from it. So Shapeshift is saying that I have to send this amount and to receive this amount of Bitcoins, but obviously my amounts are not exactly the same. So I'm going to send it anyway, and I want to see what happens. So I'm going to select send transaction and then confirm that I want to send the remaining balance of 113 ethers, and I'm going to hit yes. So if I copy this transaction ID over here, I can see it again. Okay, as you guys can see, I did not send the exact amount. So I'm not sure what happened, but they did receive the that amount. So let me go over here to and refresh this and see what happens. Okay, so there it is. That kind of got me scared there for a moment, guys. All right, but so there it is, and it went to this transaction, and the transaction received. So there it is, they received it. So if we go back over here, it shows that they're awaiting the exchange and the shift status. So the deposits have been received and they're awaiting the exchange, and I'm waiting for it to be sent to my Coinbase account. Oh, so as you guys can see here, guys, it shows that the amount was not the correct amount, so it was sent back to me. So I guess you do have to send the exact amount that that you agreed upon. Otherwise, they will not do it. That's cool. I guess that was worth the test. So this was an error because it was not the exact amount that we originally agreed upon. This is the reason why it's important, guys, that you put the Ethereum address right here on the left. In case something happens like this and you want to get your Ethereum back, they need to have an address to send it back to you. So if we go back and look here, guys, you can see that the account is now empty. There are no more ethers in this account. So now to find where those 113 ethers are at, we will have to come up in here and we will paste and type in your private key here. So once you select the paste here, we go back to our original wallet here, and we can select either the unencrypted private key or the encrypted private key. For this tutorial, I'm just going to select this one just to make it easier. And I come over here and I paste in the private key. And when the blue decrypt button comes up, the wallet is successfully decrypted. And as you guys can see, the 113 ethers are back in here again. Now, just to be on the safe side, guys, we will have to send a smaller unit out of this account just so that we can make sure that it goes through this time. So we come back to this Shapeshift and let's do another exchange and start all over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to send the balance of this stuff. So what I'm going to do is convert for the ethers into Bitcoin again, and we go through the same process. Come over here, grab our public address from our Ether wallet, and we paste it into here in case there's anything that goes wrong. Again, it will come back to us. And then we go over to my Ether here, and we see that there's this many Bitcoins left. Okay, we come over here to Shapeshift, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in a smaller amount. So I'm going to change that from 7.6 to just 7.7 to 7.5.5. Just that. And then I come over to Coinbase and get a new address. Copy that and type it here into so that Shapeshift knows where to send me the Bitcoins, and I agree to it and select start. So what I'm looking for, guys, is there it is. I was looking for that number to be less than, to be around 111. So I copy that, come over here and put it into the amount, and then come back to Shapeshift and select this address that they want me to send the ethers to. I come over here and I put it into the address, and the address is valid, and I'm going to hit generate transaction, and the transaction is generated, and I'm going to hit send transaction, and it's going to ask me to double check to make sure that I want to send 111 ethers to this address, and I'm going to say yes, I'm sure, make the transaction. And so the account balance is 2 ethers. And I come over here to Shapeshift, and there it is. Now it's waiting for the deposit, and we can check the status over here, and it says that there's an incoming coin, and you guys will notice this. You'll notice that it changes as it goes from block undefined. So the blocks are happening pretty quick, and it's just waiting for the so the deposit has been received. And if I come back to Coinbase, I can check over here to see if they actually received it yet. And it still has not been received. So there's the status. Alright, the green check mark right there shows that this transaction went through, so everything is good. And you can see here that it is completed. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video, guys, and I hope that this short tutorials, this series of short tutorials was able to help you guys figure out how to set up your Ethereum wallet account and be able to withdraw and transfer ethers in and out of it, and be able to load up the pre-sale ethers or the ether IPOs that you guys got back when it was made available, and be able to do it safely, securely, and use the resources that I shared with you guys to convert your ethers into Bitcoin or into any other cryptocurrency that you guys want to convert it to. Okay, so if you guys like this video, guys, leave questions, comments, and suggestions for future videos below this video. And if you guys want to donate, any coffee or beer donations are awesome. Just go to the link below and you can donate there. And if you know anyone that can benefit from this video tutorial, guys, be sure to share this video with someone who can benefit from it. And make sure you also subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching this video, guys, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys in a future video.